I think there's people around them that just don't want it to happen. So, I mean, the fans want it to happen. If the fans want it to happen and they fight long enough, I think eventually it's going to happen.
Okay, so Scott here for Rebellious Noise, and I'm here with none other than Bobby Lashley. How are you doing, Bobby?
Fantastic.
It's good to have you here in London. I hope you're excited to be here.
I'm always excited. I mean, we've had a good tour up to this point. Great matches, great show, great crowds. And I think London is going to be the peak of all the shows. So
it's always the peak. It's London. Come on. Okay, so let's go back in time, because you've had obviously 2 stints here in the WWE, right? Yeah. And the most recent one, very successful, WWE champion, amazing. You did this past year. How would you compare your original run? You had some big moments then as well. WrestleMania, hair versus hair, all that kind of stuff. ECW champion. But how did the 2 kind of spells compare for you so far?
I think they were completely different. When I first came on, it was that learning phase. I was just that very aggressive, young, hungry, just wanted to like punch and kick people. And this time I used a little bit more thinking. I mean, I was still same aggression, a little bit more attitude, but I thought more. And I think this time was a better run just because I was strategically placing my matches and strategically moving through. And then I got to exactly where I should have gotten to before. But world champion. So
You've done well.
Yeah.
So something that came up in the first run and in the second, but it's definitely more possible now, is it's a name I'm sure you hear a lot, Brock Lesnar. How would that be for you to face Brock Lesnar?
You know what? The fans talk about the thing all the time. I get interviewed and I talk about it all the time. I'm not going to disrespect the man, because I think that Brock is probably one of the best in the wrestling business ever. And I think there's people around him that just don't want it to happen. So, I mean, the fans want it to happen. If the fans want it to happen and they fight long enough, I think eventually it's going to happen. I don't know. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm in great shape. And if it does happen, I'll be ready for it.
Okay, and quickly before we wrap up, what was it like being that you were such a big part of the pandemic era, you could say? Company on your back, Raw on your back, and another guy would be Drew. What was it like for both of you to open up Mania with the fans? You know, you kind of brought us back. How did that feel?
Oh, it was intense, man. It was intense. And it also showed what we were capable of doing. The Hurt Business really stepped up during the pandemic. You know, a lot of people weren't here. Some people didn't want to come to work, but the Hurt Business kind of turned it up a little bit. We said, look, we're here. We're ready to go. We're ready to fight. And that's what really, we were most of the show during that time.
Best part of Raw, 100%.
Oh, man. Yeah. And I think that just kind of helped out show who we were and what we were about. So I think that that pandemic time it was a good time for all of us. Just to kind of step up and really show what we were capable to do.
Definitely a good opportunity, and I'm sure more will be coming your way, and I'm sure you'll be taking those by the horns.
Back to the World Championship soon.
Let's hope. Let's see you soon, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.